Hey everybody. So I am in Independence, Missouri, and I am leaving my friend's house. And here's the thing is I am leaving like damn near 4 hours late. They let me sleep in. I went and had breakfast, if you can call a chili cheese dog breakfast, but I went to Dixon's, and what's great about Dixon's is that it is they call it the world famous chili or whatever, but it was a place that President Harry Truman, our 33rd president, actually enjoyed. He went there many times in his life. He was there when he was a U.S. senator, and then he frequented that place up until he passed in 1972. And it was like one of his most favorite places to eat. He loved, I guess he loved the chili. So I am. Hold on, I'm gonna. If you can see that brick building back there, beyond the stop sign, beyond this Episcopal church. Yes, I'm in a church parking lot filming this. When I did a Google search for Truman House, I was thinking it was actually Truman's house. Um, it took me to this location here, and this is just his. Basically, it's his presidential library, I guess. So I'm a little disappointed that I didn't actually get to see the house, but I've burned so much time. I got to get going. I got to hit the road and get back going there. I did pass by the. There's another block up further up there. Is really cool. There's this big um, courthouse, the Harry Truman courthouse, and then in the on the side there's like this big erected statue of Harry Truman walking with a cane, and that seems to be like a common theme here. Is that I see a lot of picture silhouettes of Truman wearing a top hat and walking with a cane, and so that's pretty cool. I'm stoked that I finally got to check that thing off the bucket list of actually going to see um, the Harry Truman, Harry Truman this, Harry Truman that, whatever. Um, didn't get to see the house, but the thing is like, so I gotta talk about Thad and Laura for a moment, and these guys are friends of mine that from Oregon that they moved out this way, and they've kind of made a life for themselves here, and it was actually pretty therapeutic seeing them, and Thad kind of gave me some uh, uh, positive nuggets of wisdom about relocating somewhere else where you have no history and you have no baggage, starting over and starting fresh, starting new, and that was very helpful. So thanks, I appreciate that. He also gave me Squadrons for my Xbox, with the stipulation that I come back and visit sometime, which I will. I mean, even though it's about 7.5 hours from where I'm going to be, I'll come back this way again, obviously, because there's so much more I want to see. I mean, there's other Truman locations that I want to see as well. There was a house that he grew up in that I'd like to check out, but I just don't have that kind of time right now. So I want to say thanks to Thad for we don't always see eye to eye on things of philosophy or sometimes even religion. We're both Christians, and yet we we don't agree on a lot of things that we think we feel are true from the Bible, and that's okay because to each their own. Um, we don't agree politically a lot of the time, but I there are times when you've got those golden nuggets of wisdom and they just resound true, and so you definitely hit it out of the ballpark. Speaking of ballpark, he did take me to go see where the Kansas City Royals play, and I got to see Arrowhead Stadium where the Chiefs play, which is like one of my favorite teams. So this was a good trip, and I wouldn't sacrifice it for anything. Two great dogs I have that I met. um, I slept downstairs in the basement with them. They kind of carried on a little bit until I finally fell asleep. When Thad came down this morning to let the dogs out, I probably should have got up then, but they let me sleep in. So, sorry, Bruce. Sorry, Dano. I'm coming in a lot later than I thought I would be. Instead of being there about 6 or 7 p.m., it's probably going to be closer to 8 or 9, and I apologize for that. But I'm outbound now. I'm going to hit the road and just push straight on through. I'll probably have to gas up in St. Louis and that should be my final fill up before I get to Litchfield. And the one thing I am looking forward to in St. Louis is seeing that arch. So know that I am well. I'm doing fine. I'm doing really well, and my spirits are high. Yesterday, I was feeling a little bummed that my journey is coming to an end, and I am kind of bummed about that. Part of this journey was the adventure, and it was exciting. It was different. It was new, and now that it's a chapter that's coming to an end, and then I get to start my life, which I'm excited, but I have nervous apprehensions about that too. So um, thank you all for your support, and encouraging me in the private chats there on Facebook. Um, I did get to play with the Oculus, or what they call Meta. It's a virtual reality thing. That's on my bucket list. As soon as I'm established over there in Litchfield, I am definitely going to be getting me one of those, and I'm going to be playing because I got to stand toe to toe with Darth Vader, and it was cool. I got to play virtual pinball. I got to play something that was kind of like, it was almost like Rock Band with lightsabers, and so that was cool. So there's a lot of things there that they have a lot of games and such there that I'm really looking forward to playing, and so that's kind of like my bucket list item there. So just wanted to give a shout out to Thadmore. Thank you again for your hospitality. Thanks for putting me up. Thanks for taking me, to see some of the sights here, and yeah. So with that, I'm gonna sign off now and get on the road and try to make up some of this time that I've lost because I should have left like almost 3 hours ago or more. So with that, happy trails and be good to each other. And I will send another message from St. Louis at the very least. Okay? I'll see you. Bye.